Okay, hello to everyone. Today is our week 6 of our MIS class. And this week and the coming next week, we're going to consider e-commerce or electronic commerce. This class, we're talking about electronic commerce in general. Actually, we have an overview of electronic commerce. And the next week, we're considering the payment method and the security challenges in e-commerce. First of all, guys, all of you have the voice clearly or not? If the voice okay, please let me know to continue the lecture.
Yes, sir. I listened. I know.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, please make sure that your mic is off during lecture. If you need to talk, just raise your hand and I'll pass you the mic during the lecture. Thank you. So, what is the e-commerce, electronic commerce, or e-business? If you want to talk about it to, as a warm-up, and I can pass you the mic and you can talk about what is e-commerce, what is e-business, what is e-marketplace, what is the differences between the, the traditional marketplace and the new one, which call it internet-based or e-commerce or electronic commerce. Mr. Faisal, Mr. Obaidullah, okay. Mr. Obaidullah Faisal, I pass you the mic. You can talk now.
Hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Now we can. Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, I have your voice now.
Can you hear me? Okay. E-commerce.
But your voice is not clear enough. Can you please speak louder?
Should I start?
Yes. Please louder.
Yeah, mostly talks about the business which depends on the internet, which depends on the electronic machines. Maybe we can say automatic machines or electronic machines. Everything or every business which is done by the internet or in the internet, through the internet, we can say through the electronic devices is called electronic commerce talks about that. For example, banking is also kind of you can say the subject which is kind of the topic which will be discussed by e-commerce, and also the like shopping from distance, like far places outside the country, or maybe from your home on the internet, also can be discussed by the
yeah, you mean it's not limited to the the location, the geographical location.
E-commerce. Also, all the services, maybe it is not just buying. You can provide service for office. Yeah, yeah, location. Okay, this
Okay, thank you, Mr. Faisal.
few lines just I had about the e-commerce.
Okay, thanks. The other friends, Mr. Mustafa Ghaffari.
Mm. Mhm. Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to talk about the e-commerce.
Thanks a lot.
I'm also supporting the speeches of Mr. Our previous colleague. E-commerce, which is obvious from its name, electronic commerce. We can talk about the commerce or the trade, which electronically done. As Mr. Kakar said, that nowadays the growth of business, the methods of business have been changing day by day, especially in recent years. Many of businesses being through computer and through internet. We can have lots of examples for this issue. The most important example is the electronic library, which is providing books, selling books to many countries from one places. It is addicting. And also e-businesses in the same, I think the same term which is used for doing the businesses through the internet and through the electronic machines, which Mr. Kakar said. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ghaffari. And your friend, Mr. Muhammad Aziz, type something in the chat window for you, some definition. Some of our friends still have problem with voice, but I think this time it's not from my side, it's from their side. I think they need to check their system. Mr. Nikpur and Mr. Nawabi, I don't know, can hear us or not. I think the only one who cannot hear is Mr. Nikpur. Okay. So as your friend said, when we, use the internet and the technology to conduct our business activities, all the different business processes through the internet and through the computer, we call it in general e-business. But specifically, we call it e-commerce when we process the buying and selling or exchanging product or the money or services through the internet, through via computer. By using computer and internet these days, companies sell and consumer buy the product online, and they pay the money, the amount online. Everything is done by using computer and through internet. As you can see here in this slide, there is some definition for e-commerce and for e-business. As you can see here, the e-business is a broader definition of e-commerce that includes not just the buying and selling of goods and services, but also servicing customers, collaborating with business partners, and conducting electronic transactions within an organization. So all the activity, done through using internet, using new technologies, which is very important. These days the managers you're doing MBA, you're supposed to become a manager, or you may already are managers in your company, your organization, your country. So the managers should be aware, should know, at least the basic about the e-commerce and e-business and how these systems works. So it's a necessity these days, because all the companies all around the world these days have their own websites and promote their services and their products online, and they want their customer to check them online and try to do their business online. As your friend said, some of the example, for example, Amazon.com. When you need to buy a book, you can go through Amazon and find any kind of book you want, or some other, or for example, Dell. We talked about it last week, I think, if not mistaken. Yeah, last session. We talked about Dell. You saw there that Dell sell the program online using its website, all the processes going online. These are the two famous companies. The other companies, small and big, using their websites and try to sell the products online. Actually, it's based on their market and the target market. But these days in developing countries, it's a very common thing that the companies have their own website and try to sell their products online. And Mr. Saifullah Khalifyar, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. But I know shopping is a part of business. But let me know, sir, what is difference between e-business and online shopping? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Online shopping is e-commerce, but e-business is broader. You imagine you have a very big company. You have you're not only going to sell your products and get the money and these things, but you also need to have relationship with your customer. Also, you need to have relationship with your business partner, with your supplier, for example, or with the government agency. If you do all these things online through the internet, we call it e-business in general. But e-commerce is mostly about the buying and selling and exchanging the money and products.
Yes, thank you, sir. I found my answer. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, here in this slide we have a graph which is very interesting. It shows the electronic commerce from the different dimensions. Start from the traditional commerce to the pure electronic commerce. In the horizontal line we have delivery method, and in vertical line we have product. So in traditional commerce we have physical products, and and our product physically delivered to the end user or to the customer or to our partner. But in some businesses these days we have partial electronic commerce. Maybe our products, it's no more physical. Maybe we have digital product these days. And also we can have pure electronic commerce, which is here. The product is digital and the delivery method also digital. For example, you buy, let's say you buy an antivirus. You buy an antivirus through, for example, let's say Kaspersky. I don't know the other one. Anyone you prefer? Symantec? I don't know. Any antivirus you prefer? You go through their website, buy the product, pay it online, and then they email you the file, the installation file, and they support you in their website. Everything's doing online, so we call it pure electronic commerce. The product itself also online, not only the process of exchanging money. The product itself online, and the delivery method is online and doing through business. For example, in Amazon, if you go online and buy your book and pay it online, but the final products or goods, for example, is a book, is a physical book that they send it, post it to you. But sometimes you may go through some websites and buy some e-book. That one is pure electronic commerce. But the previous example for Amazon is partial electronic commerce. I hope you, by this graph, you can differentiate between the traditional commerce, partial electronic commerce, and pure electronic commerce. If it's not clear, you can ask. Please do not hesitate to ask any question during the lecture. Yeah, also your friend in chat window said, yeah, a PDF format or something, electronic one. Yeah, as I said, you can have an electronic version, ebook, we call it ebook. Okay, is it clear, guys? We move to the next slide. In the next slide, we bring some examples for these different methods, some definition, pure versus electronic commerce. In electronic commerce organization, we have three methods: brick and mortar, virtual, and click and mortar. In brick and mortar method, in old economy organization, selling physical products by means of physical agents. But in the virtual or pure play organization conduct their business activities solely online. This one is the pure one. So the first one, brick and mortar, is the traditional one. The virtual or pure play is the the pure electronic commerce business. And the click and mortar and is the organization that conducts some e-commerce activity, usually as a additional marketing channel. For example, I brought you an example of Amazon. You do something online, but the product is physically delivered to you. Or some company do some, the business is not online, but for example, they do their marketing channel. They try to find their target markets by using online methods. So these are different type of electronic commerce or organization. The other definition is electronic marketplace or e-marketplace. E-marketplace is an online marketplace where buyers and sellers meet to exchange goods, services, money, or information. Imagine a traditional market. All the seller and buyer go to that market. We can also have it as a online place. The other definition you need to know is about inter-organizational information system and intra-organizational information system. In inter-organization, the communication and the transaction processing and all the activity between two or more organizations. But in intra-organization, it's some sort of system, a communication system that enable e-commerce activity to go on within individual organizations. So it's intra, it means within our organization, but inter, it means between, or among more than two organizations. So intra-organization or inter-organization. We need to be able to differentiate this one, like intranet and extranet. You already know about, learn about intranet and extranet. Intranet is an internal corporate or government network that use internet tools such as web browser and internet protocols. You remember the definition of intranet or extranet? We had it on, I think, in our networking chapter. Intranet is a network within our organization, but extranet is the time when we connect to the, external parties like our partner, like customer, like supplier. Here also, if we say intranet or intra-organizational activity, it means the processes that, doing within our organization. But when we say extranet, it's a network that uses the internet to link multiple intranets. So in electronic commerce field, when we bring some definition, some classification, there is some different parties involved here. The 5 support area for e-commerce application you can see here: people, public policy, marketing and advertisement, support services, and business partnership. It's it's for a electronic commerce framework for the environment, to imagine the environment, these different parties involved. Maybe some other parties also involved, but these 5 parties is the most important one: people, public policy, marketing and advertisement, and support services and business partnership. And here in this graph, it's very interesting. In a one, photo, you can have a framework for electronic commerce, all the processes and activities. Start from here is the management, to manage the system. Then in the next step, you need to have infrastructure. You need to establish your IT infrastructure. You remember we talked about a database, we talked about networking, telecommunication devices, all these things. So when you want to go online and use the internet facilities, you need to have your infrastructure first. Establish your infrastructure. You can see here in this blue box the infrastructure. It's divided here into 5 parts. You can consider this one as the infrastructure that you need for running your online business. Like here in number 1 mentioned common business service infrastructure like security, smart card, authentication, electronic payment method, and different hardware. In the number 2, messaging and information distribution infrastructure like email, hypertext, different protocol chat rooms. In number 3, multimedia, content and network publishing infrastructure. In number 4, we have network infrastructure like telecom, TV, internet, wireless, WAN, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, cell phone, different devices and telecommunication networking devices. And in number 5, interfacing infrastructure like database, business partner, application, web services, enterprise application. We already talked about some of these infrastructure. This part is, IT based. For manager, we don't want them to know more and more detail and so many details about these things. These things is in the hand of computer professionals and experts. And so we have management, and then we establish our infrastructure. Once the infrastructure ready, then we move to the next step, which is support services. We already talked about these, 5 parties: people, public policy, marketing, advertisement, support services, and business partnership. People can be buyer, can be seller, intermediator. Public policy like taxes, legal, privacy issues, regulation, these things. And also marketing, advertisement, market research, promotion, target marketing, and these things. Support services like order fulfillment, logistic, payment, security, and business partnership like affiliate program, joint venture, exchange, e-marketplace. So now we have our infrastructure and we have our support services. Then we can run the electronic commerce application. Different application, as your friends also brought some example. I am also talk about some example. Here you can see the different electronic commerce applications like direct marketing, like search job, online banking. You may use online banking these days, or you may in developing countries or developed countries these days, finding a job is not like the traditional method anymore. You cannot go to the companies and knock the door and go inside and talk to the people about your job. No, you need to go online first. There is some agency. You need to register with them, send your resume online, and search their job, the job they offer online. Everything, all the process is going online. Finally, if an employee want to hire you, they email you and invite you for an interview. But most of activities is going online. For example, or e-government, e-purchasing, B2B exchange, c-commerce, social network, e-learning. We are using e-learning now. It's our class is online. It's a very good example of electronic commerce application. M-commerce, auction, travel, online publishing, consumer services. For example, the other one is travel. You can book your flight online. You can book your hotel. Everything's going online. Or e-government. E-government is is considering more and more in developing countries these days. I think in Afghanistan also you have some sort of electronic government activities. If you have any information that you want to share with your friends about the electronic commerce application, I can pass you the mic and you can share your thought and your idea with me and your friends. If any one of you want to talk, you can ask me to pass you the mic. Mr. Saifullah, you want to talk, or I can see your hand here?
No, sir, I don't have any
time, or you want to talk now?
No, sir, I don't have any question.
Okay, okay, okay. Mr. Faisal, you want to talk now?
Yes. Yeah, I have just one
Okay.
example about the e-government. Uh, uh, if my friends notice this, you can say this issue, that before we had just written letters to order from maybe from the central government to the provinces. But now we have emails. Emails also can work as an official letter. Sometimes some orders can be scanned like directed in the provinces are directed, so they can implement that order from the central government. Also, we have wireless orders sometimes from the central government, like education department. They sometimes have urgent orders from the we can say from the capital Kabul. So they send their orders to the signals in the wireless, we can say phones or something we call it here. Yeah, with phone. So they call from the third example is that they send some kind of orders in the interior affairs ministry. They give sometimes orders from the central government to the police departments in the provinces, and they take that order to the wireless, we can say phones. I forgot the wireless phone. We call it mukhabira. I don't know my friends. They have to.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ubaidullah.
Yeah. Yeah, phone commands is
Your voice is not clear now. Can you please
just
speak louder?
implemented through mukhabira. I don't know what is mukhabira. If they can go to me, if they can write me what is mukhabira.
We can say fax, or we fax it also.
Okay, guys, your friend asked about the examples. For example, for e-government, you may need to ask, for example, for social security number. You wanna get your driving license. Any activity that you can think you need to uh, go to the government agency or something. Uh, Governments in developing country, use the online facility to communicate with their, citizens uh, to do the process online. For example, you pay, let's say, your bills, for example, online. It's kind of, government activity. You ask for example, for national ID. You may can do the processes online in most of in all developed and most of developing country. These days they use e-government, do many things online. I think in Afghanistan you also have some sort of e-government activities these days. The previous terms, your friends I had the MIS class with them. They talked about it. They said, yeah, your government also start doing something. If you have some information about it, and if you know how fast is growing the e-marketplace using an e-government in your country, you can share with me and with your friend. And for e-marketplace, the good example, I think is you may know about the eBay. eBay, you know, it's such a online, you know, market. The buyers and sellers going there and promote and advertise their products and selling their products online. Okay. Next step here, we have the different classification of the e-commerce, different kind of businesses in e-commerce. You can see here we have B2B or business to business. B2B or business to business is the e-commerce model in which all of the participants are businesses or other organizations. So here the end user is not involved. It's between two different business. The other type of e-commerce is B2C or business to consumer. E-commerce is the e-commerce model in which businesses sell to individual shoppers, or e-tailing is the short form for online retailing. It's usually in B2C. The other type is business to consumer, B2B2C. E-commerce model in which a business provides some product or services to a client business that maintain its own customers. The other method is customer to business. In this model, in the individual use the internet to sell product or services to organizations, or individuals who seek sellers to bid on product or service they need. The other method is C2C, consumer to consumer. In this model, consumers serve directly to the other consumer. This one is may not, it's clear for you how how an individual person sell a product to other individual person online. For example, the example I brought to you is eBay. eBay is such a e-marketplace. You yourself can go have your account there, advertise and promote your product, or usually the second-hand one, and some other consumer also log in. They looking for such a product, and they found you, and they contact you about your product. You can negotiate over the price, and you can sell your product online to the other customer directly without any company involved here. And the other method is business to employees. E-commerce model in which an organization delivers services, information, or products to its individual employees. The other thing is e-learning. E-learning is the most famous one for you. we are already using e-learning, doing our class and training and education as an education purpose online. And e-government, we already talked about it and brought you some example. The other things here is we need to know about it is e-commerce too. You know, like the web, we have web, web 2, web 3. Also, when we use web 2, we can have e-commerce too. You know, mostly talk about social networking. All of you using YouTube, Facebook, and other social network websites. So, Web 2 is the second generation of the web, which brought the interactivity to the web. When you use, you know, the social networking, when you use Facebook, you go, for example, you post something, and some people come and send you some comment or some SMS, some you know, some message, and you also can you know, type some comment, and once you press the enter, you can see the things you already type in the screen in the website. So we call this one interactivity. Or for example, wiki websites. In wikis, you can go and edit the, you know, the write-ups the other people post. You can go and edit it, so you can have a relationship. You can have an interactive, you know, communication with your computer, with the web, through using the web and internet. This one is the Web 2, the second generation of the web, which already been used for years, and now we moved, you know, gradually moved to Web 3 these days. So social networking is a category of internet application that help connect friends, business partner, or individual with a specific interest by providing free services such as photo presentation, email, blogging, and so on, using a variety of tools. You know, these days, all around the world, all the companies have their social networking sites. Many of them, the most famous one is Facebook. All the companies these days all around the world have their own Facebook pages. They use their Facebook pages to connect their you know, managers, employees, and customer, consumer, all together. You know, for example, our company, Worldwide Science, we do our classes online. We also have some Facebook pages for example, we have some pages for the lecturers, we have some pages for the English student, or some pages for the other, you know, for example, let's say for Farsi students. During the week, we can be in touch, you know, we can post something, we can have some sort of discussion, announcement, everything go through the, you know, online activity and through social networking. So as you can see here in Worldwide Science, you're doing MBA and you're using Facebook. You use Facebook to have you know, to contact the managers, to contact your lecturers, you know, to let them know your point of view, your ideas. You may have some sort of discussion. So all the other businesses also these days using the social networking. If you want to talk about using social networking businesses these days, I can pass you the mic. How useful you find it? Do you think using social network for conducting business or for doing some, let's say, for example, marketing or anything, or for example, for connecting the managers to the employees to the consumer, do you think is it useful or not? How to what extent can be useful using the social networking business these days? Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Navid, we can hear you now. Hello, Mr. Navid. Unfortunately, we cannot hear you, Mr. Navid. It seems.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It's okay now.
Okay, sorry, mic was out.
Okay, what do you think about
Hello.
social
Yep.
networking?
Yep. Social networking is a very good way of connecting businesses, people, customers, consumers, and it's a very good way of marketing that helps all the ages of the people and to interact and to be in contact, to share information, to share their products, services, and easily understand from each other and learn and do the business. And this is really a good kind of networking that is not long time that started, like almost 20 years, around 20 years that they have started this kind of networking system in the world. I find it very useful when I interact with my friends and sometimes if I need information, and especially it is very good that you learn from, you can find your friends that you have lost, your relatives, your friends. This is a very good social network like Facebook, and the other one is YouTube. You can upload videos, you can receive videos, but unfortunately it is blocked in Afghanistan nowadays, and many other social networking. They are all useful and they are helping the progress of the business nowadays, which is making the life easy for everyone. Like now we are learning through WebEx. This is a really advanced way of contacting and learning from, for example, you're sitting in Iran and teaching us from there, and we are learning here from Afghanistan, different provinces. This is really fantastic. This is a big difference from 20, 30 years ago, that people only could contact through simple phone, landline phone, or the very sophisticated Thorials wireless phones. But now there are internet networks and making the world very small, like we call it a global village. This is making the life of everyone easy, helping everyone to be in very good contact. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you're right. All the examples you brought is okay. But to make it more specific, what do you think about our institute, Worldwide Science? Have you already used their Facebook pages? Worldwide Science have different Facebook pages to contact with the students. Have you used them? How useful?
Yes, I did use it. It's very useful because not only we can be in contact with, not only you can be in contact with your teachers to receive the information, to receive the books, to receive the guidance, but also you can interact with your fellow peer classmates that will help each other to promote an environment of good learning from not only from the institute but also from the peer classmates that share knowledge and learn from the experience and from the new concepts, thoughts and ideas. This is really fantastic. That is very good.
Okay, good, very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you as well.
Okay. Anyone else who wanna talk about this issue? I can pass the mic to you. Okay, so as your friend also uh, said, the social networking is very useful these days, and different company and businesses using the social network. Different, we have so many different social network pages. The most famous one is Facebook or Twitter. Uh, Not only the businesses, even the governors these days using the Twitter or using the Facebook pages to be in touch with the people, with the citizens, and all the different kind of activities can do through Facebook these days, or in the other social networking sites. Here you can have a mind map of Web 2. Already talk about some of the issues, wikis, social softwares. Social networks, I brought you some definition and some terms you may need to know. For example, SNS is a social network service, a service that builds online communities by providing an online space for people to build free home pages and that provide basic communication and support tools for conducting different activities in social networks. Yeah, Web3, your friend asked about Web3. Web3 is the next generation of the web, which is started by, if I'm not mistaken, by 2010. It's more about the, semantic web. We also call it as a semantic web. It's talking about the meaning. It's mostly focused on the search engine to, to optimize the search engine activities and to classify all the different, the ocean of information in the net. The Web3s try to classify all the things and try to add a layer of meaning on the web to make it, they call it machine understandable. They try to make, the expert in this area, they try to make the machine like a human. They try to develop the web in such a way that they call it machine understandable. Machine can differentiate what do you mean when, for example, you search Apple. You can understand what do you mean by Apple. Is it the Apple that, Isaac Newton find it and help to find the gravity, or is the apple as a fruit, or is the apple as a famous company that Steve Jobs established? So the machine can interact with you and find the exact meaning and find what you really want and bring you the thing you are looking for. These are the different area of the Web3. The semantic web is most focused on optimizing the search engine. No, Google also going to become, semantic one, because it's more specific. If you like to have more information about it, you can go find some semantic web books. You can find some of them online, and also if you choose the IT as your specialization in the following terms, your class might be with me. I'm also working on Web3. I already worked it as my master thesis, and I'm doing some research in these areas. If you need to have more information, can be in touch with me. You can email me and you can have some information about it. You are familiar with the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. These are the the general form of social networking websites. But we also have enterprise-oriented networks. social network whose primary objective is to facilitate businesses. Example of enterprise social network is, for example, carnivalconnection.com, zinc.com. You can try this website also. It's very interesting. For example, in this one, zinc.com, they mostly are the people who is you can find in this website mostly are the managers or the businesses. You know, we call them as an enterprise-oriented network. It's not the social network one. It's the enterprise-oriented one. Mostly the businesses involved here. And digital economy is an economy that is based on digital technologies. We already, I think, talked about it, including digital communication network, computer, software, and other related information technology. Also called the internet economy, the new economy, or the web economy. These are all the synonym for the digital economy. Digital enterprise is a new business model that uses IT in a fundamental way to accomplish one or more of three basic objectives: reach and engage customers more effectively, boost employee productivity, and improve operating efficiency. So these are the aims and the objectives of using internet technology and using IT to doing and conducting our business. It uses converged communication and computing technology in a way that improve business processes. So using the online facilities help to be in touch with our customer more effectively, have a better employee productivity, and also improve the our operating processes. Here in this graph, you can see the digital enterprise, how a company uses the internet, intranet, and extranet. Here in the middle, in the big circle, is our company. We have, for example, our headquarters, we have our manufacturing plant, retail store, employees, different things, different parties within our company, our organization or corporate. So we have our intranet here. See here, corporate, intranet. And then we have some, external party. We have some extranet. For example, we have our distributors. Or the other example of external parties you can see here, for example, supplier, business customer, or sales people are all external parties. Or here in this the other side you can see some other, for example, banks. These are, so we have our intranet, different branches of our company connected together, and we have our extranet, and then by using internet we connect all this together. We connect to the public, we connect to the government or other businesses. So in this graph, you can see the whole environment that we are involved. Corporate portal is a definition for a major gateway through which employees, business partners, and the public can enter a corporate website. Corporate portal is, let's say, imagine it as a company's website. And here they have the major contribution to the growth of e-commerce. As I said at the beginning, e-commerce is growing dramatically. All the company going online these days and doing the business processes and business activities online. So what is their contribution? We brought you here some contribution to the growth of e-commerce. For example, global reach. As your friend at the beginning said, there is no limitation, limitation to the location or geographical or region we are staying in. It's a global reach all around the world. Once you can use the internet, you can reach to that company. Efficient transaction, fast dissemination of information, price comparison for customers. You can go to different websites. For example, let's say you're going to buy a laptop. You go to HP.com, Dell.com, Sony.com, all the different websites bring their laptops, check their features and components and prices, everything you can check, and then you make your mind and go and buy your laptop. So you can compare the prices online. Personalization, customization, rich media, entertainment, social networking, we talked about it, knowledge advice, collaboration, productivity booster, talked about it, easy to find product, vendor information, anytime, anywhere, convenience. It's really convenience. By using your computer and internet connection, you can go to different websites, find different products and their features and everything about the products, the prices, and also check it. It's very convenient and very easy. And you can pay it online. You can book your hotel online. You can pay for the specific products you want. You buy it and then they deliver it to you. It's very easy. You don't need to spend time to go to the market and find your products. You can do it online. Okay, these are about the contribution to the reasons why e-commerce and electronic business growing in such a dramatic way. There is some other methods of doing businesses. For example, M-commerce or C-commerce, some other methods. M-commerce is practice of conducting activities that are both financial and promotional in nature with the help of mobile phones. So in this commerce, this M-commerce, we use our mobile phones. Through it, technically also includes use of other handheld wireless devices. It is an abbreviation of mobile commerce. M-commerce stands for mobile commerce, and the process established the fact that it is possible to carry out financial transaction using mobile phone. So these days, in developing and developed country, by using their 3G telecommunication or 4G telecommunication, and people can use their mobile phone, their tablets. By terms of using the mobile telecommunication facilities, you can do your business, conduct your business, and pay. Even you can pay online by using some application. There is so many different applications for using the web and paying online your business activities. So I just very shortly talk about M-commerce. I want you as a homework for next week to at least provide me with 2 to 3 pages with the compare and contrast of e-commerce, M-commerce, and C-commerce. Your friend also asked about what is C-commerce. I'm not going to talk about C-commerce today. I'm just, we talk about e-commerce very shortly in 1 to 2 slides. Talk about M-commerce, and C-commerce is your homework for next week. I want you to compare and contrast these two terms: e-commerce, M-commerce, and C-commerce. And if you want to talk about it in the class or present it in the class, you can let me know to arrange a time for you. Yes, Mr. Nabil. Yes, compare and contrast m-commerce, e-commerce, and c-commerce. In maybe in 2 to 3 pages, it would be enough. You can go and do some research about it, or maybe you can find some very interesting website in these areas. You can brought it to the class and introduce their website and their facilities to your friends. So in mobile commerce or m-commerce, user can book movie tickets on their net-enabled phones. Users can show these tickets at the entrance of theater in the same manner. Coupons, discount offers, and loyalty cards can be sent to mobile phone, and people can get these offers at retail outlets by showing their phones at the venues. These days there is some we call it QR code. It's like a barcode, but it's in a, it's not exactly like a barcode. We call it QR code. Everywhere you can go by your mobile phone, smartphone, can scan that QR code and you can connect to their websites, and you can, as you can see here in this slide, you can get your coupon, your offer, or your ticket for watching a movie or these things. So this area is very interesting also. Many companies going to m-commerce these days, because using of the phone and smartphone is also increasing these days. So the company decided to move a further step to the m-commerce, mobile commerce, make it easier for people to use, because in e-commerce you need to go to your computer, connect to the internet, but in your m-commerce you can use your phone through, for example, 3G or 4G technology. This one also is a very interesting area if you like to do some research. It's very brand new and very interesting. A very good example of m-commerce is mobile banking, where customer can use his phone to access his account and make remittance to different companies. So mobile banking also you can do these days. Using net on their mobiles, people can shop online just as they would using their desktop and laptop. So it's the m-commerce is another step further than the m-commerce, make it easier for people to conduct their businesses or to buy the products online, this time by using the mobile phone. And here in this slide, I brought you some differences between m-commerce and e-commerce. Technically speaking, m-commerce is a part of e-commerce, which allows a person to conduct transactions using his mobile phone. Despite obvious similarities, there are some differences between m-commerce and e-commerce. I want you to prepare something like this. Compare and contrast between m-commerce, e-commerce, and c-commerce. E-commerce is available to only those places where we have net connectivity, as I said already, but with m-commerce we are free from all such boundaries. The other item is video conferencing has become possible with m-commerce even in places where there is no internet. M-commerce is easier to get to in comparison to e-commerce, but at present using m-commerce is costlier than using e-commerce. For example, you can focus in this part why using m-commerce is costlier than using e-commerce. I want you to prepare something interesting. You can use your creativity to find something interesting I also emailed you this slide. You can have the slide and use it. But want you all to prepare something, good. I want you to spend time and because this area is very interesting and you can learn a lot by during the class I just brought you some examples, some definition. But if you interested in this area, you can go googling and you need to spend time to search about these new technologies, because if you spend time in these things, you will learn a lot, and you may maybe you find it easy to to use it in your business, in your country. Okay, these are about the e-commerce. It was the overview of e-commerce for this session, and the next week we'll talk about the payment method, and also we talk about the security challenges in e-commerce. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention to the class. If there is any question or comment, I can pass you the mic. Please do not hesitate to ask any question.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, it's okay. So your friend said you only have PowerPoint for the first 3 weeks. Would you please? Okay, I will email you these 3 weeks also as well. And no worries, I will email you out. I just want you to prepare something maybe in 2 to 3 pages and email it to me at least 1 to 2 days before the class, because I need time to go through them to find it how hard you work on it. And if you need and you're interested to talk about it in the class, or if you find something very interesting that you think may be helpful for me and for your friends and for your country to develop the business activities, you can ask me, and for time to present it in the class, I can give you time. I can arrange it to give you some time for maybe 5 minutes to 10 minutes to talk about it. Okay, no worries. I will email you the slides. Okay, if there's no question, I thank you again for paying attention to today's lecture. Have a good time. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, you too. Have a nice time to you guys also. Okay, bye to everyone. Have a good weekend.